This message is on how God changes something that was meant for evil and uses it for good. The wise men that came to Bethlehem, they didn't know God. They was practicing forbidden rituals. They wasn't supposed to follow that star. But God used that for good. It was most likely the devil sending them to have Jesus killed as a child. Matthew chapter 2, verse 1. Now, when Jesus was born in Bethlehem, Judea, in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem. Even the word wise men, the Greek word is magnus, meaning wizard, which is forbidden in the Bible, saying, where is he that is born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east. Yet again, it was not supposed to pay any attention to that star, and are come to worship him. When Herod the king had heard these things, notice, they're telling Herod about this. That's the worst person possible that they could be telling that. Because he wanted Jesus dead. He's seen it as a threat to his kingdom. When Herod the king had heard these things, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. And when he had gathered all the chief priests and scribes of the people together, demanded of them where Christ should be born. And they said unto him, in Bethlehem of Judea, for thus it is written by the prophet, and thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are not the least among the princes of Judah, for out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people Israel. Then Herod, when he had privately called the wise men, inquired of them diligently what time the star appeared. I believe the star was out there for 2 years. Because when Herod started killing the babies, he killed them 2 years old and under. And he sent them to Bethlehem and said, go and search diligently for the young child. And when ye have found him, bring me word again that I may come and worship him also. Yeah, right. He had no intention of worshiping him. When they heard the king, they departed, and lo, the star which they saw in the east went before them, till it came and stood over where the young child was. When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceeding great joy. And when they were come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary his mother, and fell down and worshipped him. I believe right there is when they gave their life to the Lord. Prior to that, they did not know who God was, but they gave their life to the Lord right there in Bethlehem. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented unto him gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. and being warned of God in a dream that they should not return to Herod, they departed into their own country another way. God just messed the devil up there. God planned, the devil planned to get Jesus killed as a baby. But then God changed that around, and the wise men gives their life to the Lord, and Herod's plan to kill Jesus is messed up too. And when they were departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream, saying, Arise, and take the young child and his mother, and flee into Egypt. And be thou there until I bring thee word, for Herod will seek the young child to destroy him. When he arose, he took the young child and his mother by night and departed into Egypt. See, what was meant for evil there ended up being used for good. Romans chapter 8, verse 28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose. All things work together for good, even the bad things. It ends up turning out for good. Joseph, he was put in a pit. He was sold as a slave into Egypt. He spent time in prison. He was falsely accused. But all that eventually led Joseph into the palace to save the people from the famine. When the rulers of the church were being killed in persecution for Stephen, some of them went into Antioch. And in Antioch, a revival broke out. You may be going through a trial. The enemy may be coming at you. He'll come at you one way, but he'll leave 7 ways, as it makes it clear in Deuteronomy 28, verse 7. Job got double for his trouble. So no matter what you may be going through, remember, something good can come out.